everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we will play another game of Locker of Dead. So, I'm back with the game. At itutuloy ko yung part na kung saan magsisayan sila. So, nagkita-kita sila and then last time may confession si Nodoka na may gusto siya sa character ko. And ito na yung part of plan ni Ruby na magsisayans kami. So, let's start. Sayans. When Ruby told us she had a plan, this isn't what I expected at all. From the looks on Nodoka and Mana's face, they're as surprised as me. I know this must sound strange, but I've done this before. Actually, I've been able to perceive and speak with ghosts all my life. Oh. Hindi ako naniniwala. Whoa. Same reaction. In that case, why do we need to contact the victims? Can't you talk to Korean spirit directly? Well, that's true. We can talk to the spirit directly, but I don't know why she has to. I tried that once. You did? When I first realized the locker of death seemed to have originated with the girl's death, I tried to summon the ghost like linked to the curse. Like what happened? Were you able to, or didn't you have enough information? It worked. Anyway, I couldn't see her, but I felt presence in the room with me. It is a cold, dark presence, draining away my energy, pulling the very air from my lungs. She shudders at the memory. I banished the spirit immediately. If I'd waited any longer, I'm sure I would have died. Yeah. How horrible. We almost died from summoning Karin's ghost. Okay, what should I ask? Hindi pa lang gagamit ng ruby kasi yung ruby para kay Nodoka lang. Pero sana walang rubies. Oh, wala siyang ruby. That's nice. Tinatanong ko kung alin ba, yung why did that happen or yung yung sayans kung dangerous ba siya. Yeah, maybe we ought to drop the idea and try something else. Don't worry, we're going to speak with Korean's victims. They should dare us with no ill. No ill will pala. Hirap magbasa. Are you sure about that? What if they're angry because of the way they died? Even if they're malevolent, they haven't been dead for long enough to gain the sort of power Karina has. I'll be able to banish them safely. Are you sure about this? Ruby's the expert here. If she says it's safe to try this, I believe her. Masyado akong trusting. Thank you. Okay. If we really have to do this, let's just get over it. What do you want us to do? We need to all sit in a circle and join hands. Well, that's how Saiyans work. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is the sort of thing I've scoffed at whenever I've seen it in a movie or a TV show. Ganun din ako. Hindi ako naniniwala sa ganyan. Nevertheless, we obey Ruby's instructions. Seated between Ruby and Nodoka, I can feel that Nodoka's hands are slick with sweat, while Ruby's feel completely normal. Don't be afraid. Next, we all need to close our eyes and concentrate. Ooh. Concentrate on what? Focus on your former classmate, Ritsuo, who's taken from you too soon. Ritsuo. As I close my eyes, I think about the boy who would still be alive if not for the curse, and the legend that led us seek out the locker that day. We welcome any benevolent spirits who are with us today. Ritsuo, are you here? Please make your presence known. Is he really going to speak to her? Ritsuo, are you here? Si Ruby pala yun. Naging boss sa lalaki. Why have you called me? What? I didn't think we'd all actually hear him. My eyes snap open despite my best intentions. A humanoid shape hovers in the air just behind Ruby. Although it's fuzzy, I can just make out Ritsuo's features. Why couldn't you let me rest? Oh, galit siya. Don't break the circle. It's okay, Nadaka. Ruby knows what she's doing. Of course she is. Although Nadaka looks like she's ready to bolt, her fingers tighten around my hand and she remains seated. I'm sorry, we interrupted your rest, Ritsuko. We need your help. Why? We're trying to solve the mystery of your death and prevent others from dying in the same way. What do you remember about the day you died? Parang boss yata ni ano yun. I was walking to school when she appeared. What did she look like? A girl? She looked like a schoolgirl. The brief description he gives matches that of the ghost we saw and image in the newspaper. Sorry. Hindi ko nabasa. She lunged for me. I couldn't breathe. I tried to run, but I couldn't escape her. No air, no air. Darkness closed in around me. Man squeezes her eyes shut and shakes her head. It sounds horrible. Yeah. Did she say anything to you? Please, Ritsumo. Try to remember. Any clue at all might help us stop her. She sang to me. She sang? As everything went black, I could hear it. His low voice echoes around the room as he sings in mimicry of the ghost that killed him. White petals on the wind, drifting on the somber side. See the maiden beckoning, open up the gates of night. Hindi ko kayang gawan ng tono. She sang that before she killed him? What does it mean? Thank you. Does anyone else have a question for Ritsuo before he leaves? Nodoka and Mana shakes their head furiously, but I hesitate. Should I ask Ritsuo a spirit a question? Ayun yung tatatanong. So, gusto ko tanongin kung mahal niya ba talaga si Hina or gawa lang talaga ng locker. Well, did you really love Hina? Hina. My feelings were an overpowering force. I never had a chance to know her. I never had the chance to learn to love her. Then it really was all the locker's doing. Nodoka and Man stared down at the table. Both of them looked guilty. O kasi nilagay nila yung pangalan ko. I wonder what it feels like to fall under the locker's way like that. At that time, you probably don't realize anything. Thank you, Ritsuo. Let me rest now. Please, for my sake. Yes? And the curse, and survive. His final plea hangs in the air as he fades from the sight. Survive. Then he's gone, and the four of us are alone around the table again. Phew! Well, okay. I wasn't so bad. Pero takot siya. Next, we'll speak to the other boy who died that day, Hiroto. Does you mean we're not done? I'm not sure if we should trouble Hiroto. After all, Ritsuo was displeased to be disturbed. Perhaps, but I sense that Hiroto is already in this room with us. Aha. Mana presses her lips into tight line. Her eyes are sad as we await the arrival of our next dead classmate. Hiroto, are you here? I am. Unfortunately, questioning Hiroto doesn't provide us with new information. His story matches with Ritsuo exactly, right down to the song. Thank you, Hiroto. Once he vanishes, she bids farewell to any unseen spirits who might have come, much to Nodoka's visible horror, and then releases our hands. Are we really done this time? Yes, I think we've learned all we can. The fact that Karina sings to her victim is most intriguing. Oo nga, intriguing talaga. Here, I'll write down the lyrics so we don't forget. Oh, that's me. Rui passes me a sheet of paper and I write down the words the two boys sang. White petals on the wind, drifting into summer side. See the maiden beckoning, open up the gates of night. I make a copy for each of us. I think we should research the song, even if it can't give us any clue about Karina. Okay, I can do that. I'll get She grabs her copy of the song and merely trips over her own feet, trying to get out of the room. Thank you, Ruby. Seeing them again hurt, but I only hope we can bring their soul peace by ending the curse. I hope so. Although Manu looks like she might cry, she stays composed as she accepts a copy of the song from me and leaves the room. Well, it's your turn. My turn. To run out here like they did. I'm sure you want to. Is Ruby hurt by the way Nodoka and Mana reacted? I know my powers are unsettling. You probably wish you'd never agreed to this. I didn't say that. But it's the truth. But it's the truth, isn't it? Aren't you afraid of what I can do? Am I afraid of Ruby's powers? Actually, no, because I don't believe it. But I'm not using the Ruby, as I've said. This sabi ko using her powers was necessary. Kinodo ka lang ang Ruby. What a polite way to touch the question, Jackie. She sounds like a little sad, but the seance was pretty unsettling. I can't deny that. Still, we had to do it and find clues about Karina. I'm glad I was able to help. If nothing else, let's hope something comes to it. I'll see if I can find out anything about the song. The song is the one clue that might help us learn more about Karina, but will it really be enough? I hope so. At home, I look up the lyrics online, but I find nothing. Then I asked my parents about the song, but they've never heard it before. Finally, I head to my grandfather's house. He knows a lot about this area. Maybe he can put me on the right track. Jack, you look like you have something on your mind. Ang hirap gumawa ng boses sa matanda. I do, actually. Have you ever heard of a song that goes something like this? I clear my throat and do my best to imitate melody with Suwa and Hiroto did. White petals on the wind, drifting on a somber side, seeing the maiden beckoning, open up the gates of night. It's been many years. Then you know it? Not that song particular, but the way it's constructed, the flow of the song. Yes, that's the way they made the music in the village I visited once. A village? Do you remember how to get there? Why, sudden interest. That song. I want to know more about it. It's not like I can tell him the truth, Karina and the curse. He'd never believe me. Haha, I'm glad to see you have an interest in old songs. I think I still remember the directions. Let me see. That night, I contact the others to let them know what I found out, and we make plans to visit the village the next day. Hirap na mag-English. In the morning, I head to the train station where we'll be meeting. Looks like we're the first ones here. Oh, Mana. She looks different without the uniform. Guess so. We're a little early. I was so worried about being late. I set my alarm for 3 hours ahead of when I needed to get up. I hope Nodoka and Ruby didn't oversleep. I'll hit up. Don't worry, they'll be here. I'm sure you're right. And if they don't show up in time, we'll just go ourselves. Like a date. If that was the only option, I'd do it. I'd do anything for you, Jackie. Oh, I'm touched. Her gaze softens as she looks into my eyes. Ang hirap talaga. I'll finally repay you when you helped me back when I was hindi mabasa. It was many years ago now, the incident that brought us together as friends. I wonder if she's been thinking about it. Okay, what should I do? Kung may ruby to, hindi para sa kanya. Okay, may ruby. Come on, this isn't the time to reminisce about the past. That's true. You're right. I'm sorry. We need to stay focused on breaking the curse. Yes, I sure hope the others get here soon. They will. Just give them time. You realize we're getting near the end of this week, don't you? Yeah. If it really works the way you say, then we only have 2 days left to break the curse. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. 2 days? That doesn't seem like much time at all. Mamamatay yung dalawa. If we don't break the curse in the next 2 days, you'll die. We have 2 days left to break the curse, and Mana and Nodoka will die. If we don't, it won't be me that dies, but Mana and Nodoka. Will we really find the clues we needed in this remote village? Okay, find out next chapter. For next chapter na siya. So, I'm gonna get tickets. I'm gonna use the ticket pala. And then I'll try na mag-ipon ulit ng ano, ayan, continue on, mag-move on tayo. Okay, let's move on to chapter 9. So, next time, chapter 9 na tayo. So, ngayon, nalaman natin may song na kinakanta si Karina, and then, kung paano namatay si Hiroto at saka si, pangalan nun? Si Ritsubo. So, I'm gonna leave this episode today. Leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos like this. And as always, it's your gamer loud, Juke Sainara. Arigatou gozaimasu.